Welcome back to Inglés 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Intermediate. Welcome back. Welcome to Intermediate class number 95. Getting started with a review of the material we saw in class number 94. But first, I must introduce my guest once again. Esther is with me. Esther, how are you?
I'm glad to be here again. Thank you, Kyle.
Well, thank you for coming. It's always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
And yes, it adds a nice element to the program to have, because I don't like having to talk to myself. You know,
Yes.
Otherwise I have to talk to myself all the time, and
It could be pretty boring.
I'm tired of myself. Right. Okay, so Esther, in the last class we were talking about the verb to hear.
To hear, yes?
Yes. Now, you're wearing headphones, right?
Yes?
Can you hear yourself?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Did you hear me yesterday?
Yes, I heard you yesterday.
Did you hear yourself yesterday?
Yes, I heard me yesterday.
Sorry, I what?
I heard me yesterday.
I heard
myself yesterday.
yeah.
Yes, it's true.
I heard myself yesterday.
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you... Oh, here's a good question. Have you ever heard a song written by me?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
No.
No, I don't write songs. But, so
That's
no.
why.
Yeah, no.
That's why.
No, I've never heard a song written by you. Have you ever heard a song written by John Lennon?
Yes, I've heard lots of times songs written by John Lennon.
Okay, sure. We all have.
Yes.
Have you ever heard someone speak with a London accent?
Yes, I heard someone speak.
I've heard.
I've heard someone speak with the London accent.
Okay. Have you ever heard someone speak in German?
Yes, I heard someone speak in German.
I've heard.
Yes, I've heard someone speak in German.
Okay. Did you hear a firecracker go off yesterday?
A firecracker.
You know what a firecracker is? Un petardo.
Oh, yes.
Did you hear a firecracker go off yesterday?
No, I didn't hear a firecracker yesterday.
Okay. Have you ever been to Valencia?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Because I went there once during Las Fallas.
Oh.
And I couldn't sleep. Do you know why?
Yes, a lot of noise.
Yeah, firecrackers and
Yes.
just explosions. So we have firecrackers, which are petardos.
Yes.
And then fireworks, which are...
Fuegos artificiales.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. And we say to light off fireworks.
Okay, encender.
Have you ever lit it? But we say to light off. Have you ever lit off a firecracker?
Yes, I have.
Uh-huh.
Yes, lots of times.
Yes.
When I was a child.
Yeah. I light them off on a special occasion every year. Do you know when?
When? At Christmas.
Well, almost. New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. Yeah.
In my hometown, it's a tradition to light off fireworks or firecrackers.
Yeah.
On New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
So I have some friends over, and we always light them off.
Yeah.
And everyone in the neighborhood can hear them. Although everyone has their own fireworks, so everyone is just lighting off firecrackers. And if you listen closely, well, actually, you don't have to listen very closely. Just if you're outside, you will hear firecrackers going off. To go off, phrasal verb, to go off, exploding.
Okay.
All around the town or all around the area. Yeah. Okay, so now it is time to take a look at the next part, the other thing that we saw in the last class, which is actually something that that we didn't have time to do, which was our number dictation with some scenarios. So we were putting the numbers into context.
Okay.
Right? And we did one example, but it
Yes.
was in the last minute.
Mm-hmm.
So here I'm going to read some and you can write them down.
Yeah.
Okay, and also, so Esther's going to write them down, and at home, I need you to write them down as well.
Yes.
Right? Very important.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're in the car, right? If you're in the car, don't write it down.
Do it.
Don't do it. It's not worth it. Just keep your eyes on the road, right? I don't
Yeah.
want to be responsible for an accident, right, Esther?
Yes, Kyle told
We
me to
don't-
write down the numbers.
But we don't want it. We don't want to. I don't want to take that responsibility, right? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay, so here's the first one. Last week, there were 236,732 people in the stadium.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. How many people were there in the stadium?
236,732 people
Yeah. Where were they?
in the stadium.
In the stadium, right. Okay. Now, 236,982 copies of the game were sold in Germany. The game.
The game.
Yes. Now, I'm going to give you another one. Before I ask you how many copies of the game were sold in Germany, I'm going to give you another one. 547,965 people attended the festival.
Yes.
Okay. Now, how many copies of the game were sold in Germany?
236,982 copies of the game.
Yeah, were sold, sure. Very good. And how many people attended the festival?
547,965.
Okay, right. So always 100 and, right?
Yes.
No problem. Now, what do you have in that last number? What do you have between the 7 and the 9?
Between the 7 and the 9, a point.
No,
No, comma.
comma.
Yes, it's true.
Yes, a comma.
Yes, it's true.
Right.
Comma.
Okay, a comma. Yeah, so we have a comma there because in English we use the comma
Yeah.
between the thousands and then the hundreds, that the groups. And the other thing we have to remember, we always say thousand and well, we say thousand and then we say hundred and. So hundred and, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you two more pieces of information here.
Okay.
21,970 people went to the match. 562,673 animals were in the zoo. The zoo.
The zoo.
So how many people went to the match?
21,970 people.
Correct. And how many animals were in the zoo?
562,673
Yes.
animals.
Good. Now at home, did you get that? Do you think they got that right at home?
Yes, sure.
I hope so.
Yes.
I hope so. Okay, very good. Numbers are very important,
Yes.
especially people that want to improve their English for their work.
Yes.
It's very important if you work in an office and someone calls you up and they say the sales figures are this much. You have to be able to write it down.
Yes.
You have to know how to say them properly and understand them, right? Very important.
Mm-hmm.
How many people, Esther, how many people can fit in the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium?
I don't know exactly,
Mhm.
but I think it's around 100,000 people.
Something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yes. Maybe 90,000.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere. I think it's something around 90.
90,000, yes.
I think it's around 90 for football. And then different, if they have a concert,
Yes.
they put, people can go on the ground.
On the ground.
But then also some of the stands are taken away. So I don't know. But my favorite hockey team, now for me, hockey is very important. Ice hockey.
Ice hockey.
Is in Canada, it's the big sport. It's like football, but in Canada, ice hockey.
Yes.
And my favorite team, they're called the Montreal Canadiens. The Montreal Canadiens, right? A very creative name, right? The Montreal Canadiens, yeah.
Where are they from?
They're from Montreal. What country? Oh, yeah. And their stadium, ask me how many people can fit in their stadium.
How many people can fit in their stadium?
Yeah. Their stadium holds, I can say, the stadium holds, for hockey, it holds 21,273. I don't know why I know that, but I do. They always, on these scores, they always put attendance and they put the exact number. I don't know if they do that with football. Do they ever do that?
No, I'm not sure.
In hockey, for some reason, they love to publicize or publish the exact attendance for the games.
No, I'm not hearing.
And they do that, and it's always, every time I see 21,273, because it's capacity, it's maximum capacity. Because in Montreal, hockey is like football in Madrid.
Yes.
They love it, and they sell out. They sell out.
Sell out.
Right? So, agotar,
Yes.
to sell out every game.
Okay.
And Toronto is the same. Every game for 20 years has been sold out. Every single game. Yeah. So, Esther, it's time to move on to our word of the day. Okay? Word of the day. Yes, it is time for the word of the day. Our word of the day today is desordenado. His house, his kitchen is a little bit, what would you say?
Dismiss or no?
We can say messy.
Messy. Yes.
Messy.
Yes.
Ask me if my kitchen is messy.
Is your kitchen messy?
Yeah, it's a
Yes,
little
it
bit.
is.
It's a little bit messy. It's not. Ask me if it's dirty.
Is it dirty?
No, it's not dirty.
Oh,
It's messy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know
it's
the
different.
difference? It's clean. I clean my kitchen, but then if I'm in a rush, maybe I have a pan that it's there. I just leave it. I'll get it later, and I leave it there.
Yes.
I leave something, I can tidy. So the solution is I have to tidy it up. I don't have to clean it. I just have to tidy it.
Tidy it.
To tidy is to make it so it's like to put things in order.
In order.
You know?
Yes.
Yes, to tidy it up. It's not dirty. It's just a little bit messy temporarily, but I'll fix that.
Yes.
Right? No problem. So that's our word of the day, messy.
Messy.
M-E-S-S-Y. Not to be confused with the football player
With the
named
football
Messi.
player, yes.
Do you think Messi has a messy kitchen?
No, I don't think so.
He probably has 10 people who clean his kitchen for him
Yes.
every
Maybe.
day. I don't know.
Yes.
But not me. I have a messy kitchen because I don't have assistants and servants like he probably does, right?
Yes.
Do you have a messy kitchen or a tidy kitchen?
No, I have a tidy kitchen.
That's good. That's
Yes.
good. All right. Very good. Okay, we can talk now about the past continuous. The past continuous tense.
Yes.
So, yes, I was walking down the street when my phone rang,
Yes.
right? So it's continuous with the gerund. So we typically have some interruption, something happens in the middle of an action that was
Yes.
happening in the past. Okay? So, were you talking on the phone when you heard the news?
Yes, I was talking on the phone when I heard the news.
I was talking on the phone when I heard the news. Okay. Were you using your computer when the phone rang?
Yes, I was using my computer when the phone rings.
When the phone
Rang.
rang.
Yes, without S.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, was the phone ringing when you dropped your pen?
No, it wasn't ringing when I dropped the pen.
No, the phone wasn't ringing. Okay, when I dropped my pen.
Yes.
Were you playing tennis when you saw your neighbor?
No, I wasn't playing tennis when I saw my neighbor.
Okay. Were they having dinner when the thief stole her bag?
Yes, they were having dinner when the thief stole their bag.
Yeah, or her bag.
Her bag.
Her bag, yes. Okay. So no problem, right? No problem,
Yes.
eh?
No, it's okay.
Easy? Piece of cake?
Yes, it's easy.
I think it's not such a difficult structure. I want to move on because we will review this again in the next class tomorrow, but I want to fit in our translation.
Yes.
But first, before the translation list, we have to take a look at what? Our 5 what?
Vocabulary words.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's do it. Vocabulary of the day. All right, it is time for the vocabulary of the day. Our 5 words of vocabulary. The first word is prohibido. How do you say that, prohibido?
You can say forbidden,
Yes, forbidden.
but you can say also prohibit.
Correct. Prohibited.
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 Okay.
Because, well, just like prohibir,
Yeah.
right? To prohibit or to forbid, but prohibido, forbidden
Forbidden.
or prohibited.
Mhm.
And the list here says forbidden, but I prefer, and it's more common actually to say prohibited.
Mhm.
For me, and I often tell my students this, and this isn't from any book, but when I hear the word forbidden, I think of almost like biblical, like something like the Bible. It is forbidden to, like the forbidden fruit,
Okay.
you know?
Yes.
The Bible uses the word forbidden. It's very strong. It's evil. Don't do it. It's forbidden. But it's prohibited to smoke in the office,
Okay.
right? You're not going to get, you're not going to be killed or taken to,
Outside the paradise.
you're not going to be thrown out of paradise for smoking the cigarette, but it is prohibited. It's not allowed. So forbidden, I would say, gives a stronger, more serious feel, but prohibited is very common in business settings, in an office, in a building. It's prohibited to smoke.
Yes.
Right? Calor.
Heat.
Heat. Yes. If there's too much heat, it is very what?
Hot.
Hot, yeah.
Yes.
Is it hot in here?
A little.
Yeah, I think I find it's getting hot, in my opinion.
Yes,
it's getting hot.
It's getting hot, but I'm okay.
All right. Escondido, oculto.
Oh. Oculto. No.
Hidden.
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 With double D?
Hidden. Yeah.
DD,
Hidden.
yes,
Hidden. Impaciente.
Impatient.
Impatient. Are you a patient person or an impatient
I'm
person?
very patient.
You are very patient.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You have to be, I suppose, to come on this show, right?
Yes.
To put up with me and this, to tolerate things,
Yes.
right? Estratégico. How do you say that in English? Estratégico.
Strategic.
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 Yes.
Strategic.
Yes.
Okay.
Strategic.
Yes.
Very good. That's our final word of vocabulary. And Esther, we have run out of time.
Yes.
I was so excited about Translation List 26, but we're going to have to do it tomorrow.
Okay.
Will you come back to look at this with me tomorrow?
Yes, of course.
Or in the next class, I should say.
Yes, I hope so.
Okay, thank you, Esther. We'll come back and we'll do that tomorrow. We're going to take a break and we'll be back with the advanced portion of the class in a few minutes. See you then. Bye-bye.